Welcome back. Well, the DOJ releasing more than 400 pages of FISA documents. Although heavily redacted, they do reveal that the anti-Trump dossier was not just a major factor, it was source number one in the warrants for surveillance of former Trump campaign advisor Carter Page.
Here to react, Fox News contributor and former federal prosecutor Andrew McCarthy. We are really looking forward to hearing your perspective. You have now devoured the documents. What is your takeaway?
I'm really embarrassed because I told people for months that this could never, ever happen. What I told people was that you're not even going to hear about the dossier when we finally learn what's in the FISA warrants, that what the FBI will do is what the FBI always does, which is they'll take 7 or 8 facts that are important, they'll scrub them so that the FBI can verify and corroborate them, and those will be put into the affidavit, and that'll be the only thing you hear about. When you read this thing, it's astonishing. They actually, it's as if they took the dossier and slapped
whole
a
cloth
district court caption on it and gave it to the judge, which is exactly what I told people would never happen.
There's a nugget. We were just in the break. You found a nugget, which I did not, but that's because only you can find this. What have you found? Well,
actually, I must say, I mean, this is so bad that they ought to be looking at the judges who signed off on this stuff, not just the people who gave it. And it doesn't take, if you've done this stuff, it doesn't take, this is so bad, it screams out at you. But this says, this is just 3 lines, 3.5 lines.
Page 58. You can
right,
check
53.
53? Sorry.
Right. The FBI has reviewed this verified application for accuracy in accordance with its procedures. They haven't verified it, and it's not accurate. So, you know, the 2 most important things, 3.5 lines, they can't even get that right.
Now, that says that, so that our viewers, some of them maybe just waking up, is suggesting that they verified as accurate and factual the dossier, for which we know has so many holes, and that is the source number 1.
Right. What they're saying is the assertions we're making to the court, we verified. Now, just to explain how this works, let's say, forget about FISA and intelligence. Let's say it's a drug case, and I want a warrant because I think they're selling or they're making heroin packages in a house, right? So I bring my agent to the judge, and I say, we need a search warrant. And the judge says, fine, what's your probable cause? And I say, Judge, I have this great agent here. Every year he wins Agent of the Year. He is like the best agent. He's got the most awards. The judge will look at me and say, but what's the probable cause? What did the people see, and who are the people who saw it, and why should I believe them?
What if you brought media reports? Would they count?
Well, I would have to bring media reports if I didn't have anything else, right? Because what they did here was they have this guy Steele who helped them in another case. And they don't have any idea who his sources are. His sources are unidentified. They're Russians. And they themselves are operating on hearsay information. So for the most part, even his sources are not claiming that they saw and heard the things that they're asking the judge to rely on. But the government isn't even bringing the sources to them. They're bringing Steele.
And they're verifying this is accurate. Let me just point out that on the next page, on page 54, we have the signature for verification. I doubt you can see that. We'll try and get it for you. It's page 54, and it says, I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing information regarding Carter Page is true and correct, the verification, and it is Supervisory Special Agent FBI. But that is, as you can see, redacted. Do you believe this morning, Andrew, that this agent should be at least behind closed doors interviewed as to why he would verify something that is now known to not be fully and wholly accurate?
You know, I'm betting number one, he probably has been interviewed already. I don't know why they redact the name of the agent, since the names of the judges are unredacted. Why the agent should not be redacted or should be redacted, I don't know. And what I'm sure they would tell you is what I meant when I said it was true and accurate is that this really is what Steele told us. But that isn't what you need to. What you need to know is, why should the judge believe what Steele represented his sources?
And Andy, you said multiple times it was renewed because of media reports.
Well, if you look at it, Pete, you know, they keep going back every 3 months. The warrant looks exactly the same. Now, you pointed out, Griff, that there's all kinds of redacted stuff, so we don't know what more they added. But it looks to me like they just keep bringing back the same stuff, including the Michael Isikoff article.
Yeah.
We've got to leave it there. We're out of time.
I think they'd have new info.
Fascinating.
Andy McCarthy, thank you for getting up early.
All right, more Fox and Friends right after this.
Great.